guys, Barbara here. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I'm going to show you guys how to make hummus from scratch. Now, I must confess, I'm not the greatest fan of hummus, but after I started making it from scratch at home, I must say I'm a fan now. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Alright guys, so I'm using garbanzo beans to make the hummus. I'm going to go ahead and cook this whole pound, okay? Let me first rinse it off here through the colander, and then I'm going to transfer it to the pressure cooker bin and add 8 cups of water from the faucet, okay? 8 cups of water seems to be the magic number for cooking in this pressure cooker when it comes to any type of beans. Let me go ahead and transfer this over to the unit, and I am so loving my pressure cooker. Thank you again, Alfredo and Cleo. Let me put the lid on, lock it into place, close my valve, and then set the timer for 30 minutes on the beans lentil setting. And after 30 minutes, it beeps, so I have to open the valve to let the steam out. And remember, you don't want to open the lid of the pressure cooker too quickly. Wait till all this steam dissipates, because you're going to have like a big bad burn if you open it too quickly, okay? Take your time. So now let's take a look. Open. It smells awful. This is an awful smelling beans, guys. So this beans is garbanzo beans from the can. And I only bought this because I wanted to see the texture of the beans compared to what I cooked. And, oh, this is a 15.5 ounce can. I wanted to measure this in cups to see how much I would get, because this is what the recipe really calls for, okay? So let's get this open up and let's compare. So this one is the one I cooked. And right away when I pick it up, it's so soft to the touch and you can squeeze it. This one is the one from the can. And as I squeeze, it feels very hard, very tough. So let me set that aside. So I got 6 cups that I cooked, and this cup right here is the one from the can, and I'm just going to set that aside because I'm not going to be using that, okay? So I'm going to use 2 cups of mine, and let's begin. I'm going to be using some lemon, the juice from like 2 or 3 lemons actually. So I've washed them already. Let me just go ahead and cut them open and use my old-fashioned lemon squeezer thingy here to just go ahead and squeeze these lemons. I hate this part of the job. I don't like squeezing lemons or lime. So, but I have to do it. So this is 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. Let me go ahead and measure. And then let me show you what else we're going to need. We're going to need this tahini. And I found this at my local supermarket, and it already looks like hummus, but this is the thing that goes in there, the magic thing that goes in there and make the hummus, okay? So let's begin. I'm going to use my 2 cups of beans, the lemon juice that I've measured, and this is some garlic. You can put more, of course, if you'd like. I'm not a great fan of garlic, so I put less every time. And 3 tablespoons of the tahini, okay? Pretty simple recipe here, guys. And then this is some of the stock from the beans that I cooked, and this is 3/4 cup. And we're just going to go ahead and pour it in here and blend. And you want to blend it for so long as it takes until it gets smooth. So let's open up the blender and see. This is smooth, but it seems a little bit too thin for me. So I'm so glad that I made my own beans, because now I can add a little bit extra. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of the garbanzo beans that I cooked, and just go ahead, put the lid back on and blend some more. Pretty simple, right? Now I have my choice of pepper sauces from Daddy's store. So I'm going to pick one and just douse it real well and then blend again. Now let me transfer it to a bowl. And 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and then you taste it, all right? Now let me drizzle some extra virgin olive oil. And the last thing to do is to put some garnish. This is some of the cooked beans. And of course, I'm going to be serving this with pita bread. Remember, we did pita bread last week. Pretty cool, right? Now, with the leftover beans, I made some more, and I put some feta cheese in it and dressed the top with some feta cheese. I know I messed it up for the vegans, but it's okay. It's still hummus, and it's wonderful. All right, so first of all, 1 pound of the garbanzo beans is way too much. It's overkill. I got like 3 more recipes out of that one, and you saw that I put the feta cheese in, and that gave it such a wonderful taste. Of course, you can try out different things, try different cheese. Try jalapeno peppers or habanero peppers. Just try different stuff with it. You're gonna like this because it doesn't feel like beach sand. You know, that's what I didn't like about hummus before. It wasn't the taste or the flavor. I didn't like the texture when I buy them from the store because it tastes too grainy. And I think it's because they don't cook the garbanzo beans enough, because you saw when I opened it from the can, those beans are very hard compared to when I cooked it in a pressure cooker for 30 minutes. Of course, you guys know you can cook it on the stovetop for a couple of hours and it will come just like what you saw in the pressure cooker. Now I want to give a shout out. My mom wrote it down on this little piece of paper, to Johnny and Nicole. My mom met Johnny on a flight coming from Belize to Houston on December the 29th when mom and dad were coming back from vacation. And my mom, of course, struck up a conversation with this young man and told him about my show. And I believe he told her that his girlfriend Nicole owns some type of restaurant at the Keys or something like that. If I get it wrong, Johnny, please forgive me. I'm going based on what mom says. But anyways, she was excited because she wanted me to give you guys a shout out. I hope you guys are watching the show. Welcome. If you're new to the show, welcome. And thank you for being so kind to my mom, okay? I want to thank you guys as always for watching the show, for liking, for commenting, and for subscribing. Until I see you guys again, take care. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please check out my other channels, the Product Review channel, my family vlogs, and Joe's channel. You can find all the links in the description box below.